Oh, coffee is something that is loved around the world, but every place does it a little bit differently. Travel expert Jennifer Weatherhead Harrington joins us to take us around the world one sip at a time. So nice to see you, Jennifer.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, so I love coffee, so I was really excited about this segment. I think before we take our virtual trip around the world, tell us about maybe some of the important components to making a perfect coffee.
Yeah, so it's actually a lot easier than you think, and especially if you're going to be trying out these different flavors from around the world, you really just need either your coffee maker, so an espresso, a Keurig, you can get a French press or a little espresso pot.
Mhm.
That's pretty much all you really need. And the other thing I wanted to point out is I'm a plant-based drinker, so
Yep.
I don't do typical milk, but it's really easy to do this with plant-based milk. I use Elmhurst oat milk for this because it's super creamy, gives tons of great flavor, and also foams up really well, so it feels like you're getting that barista experience. And it's so easy to find. You can get it at Whole Foods or Healthy Planet or at their website.
Okay, that's good to know because I know a lot of people are trying to switch out and looking for the right milk, and it's a bit of an experiment, so good advice.
Yeah.
All right, where should we start on our trip?
So the first place I'm going to take you is Vienna because they are famous for their coffee houses. They're gorgeous. They go over the top. They love to spend their time there, but they also really love to have sweet coffee. So I'm going to make a Viennoise cafe. So that is just regular coffee. I'm going to add in the Elmhurst oat milk on top of it.
Mhm.
And then they like to add a big dollop of whipped cream on top of that because in these cafes, they also have delicious cakes and pastries. So
So this is like a
like
really decadent experience, right?
it totally is. This is maybe not the way to start your day, but this is a great afternoon.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Okay, after Vienna, where do we head?
We're going to go to Ireland,
Mhm.
and this one people might be a little more familiar with, but it's a traditional Irish coffee.
Mhm.
So when you're in Ireland, you want to warm up. You're going to have like those delicious Irish fall stews. So what you're going to do is actually add in a shot of whiskey, good Irish whiskey, and a little bit of sugar before you pour in your coffee.
Mhm.
And then again, you're going to top it off with some whipped cream just to give it a little bit of extra decadence. If you wanted to top that with some chocolate, you could as well. But
Mm.
again, an after dinner thing, but it's so delicious.
Yes, I mean you don't want to start your morning with that unless maybe you're like going to an early football game or something.
Exactly. That's okay. That's okay. You can do it then.
That's okay. All right. Let's talk next.
So Italy
Mhm.
obviously is very well known for their coffee culture. Cappuccinos. Never ask for a cappuccino in the afternoon. It's only in the morning in Italy. But one of the things I love, again, something a little more decadent, is putting two things that Italy is known really well for, espresso and gelato together. And this is an
Oh,
affogato.
oh, these are so
So
good. Good call.
I know, right?
Yes.
So this one I'm going to have after the segment. I'm not going to
Oh, for sure.
lie.
For sure. You know what's funny? It's something so simple, but when you have it for the first time, you're like, why haven't I thought about making this?
Exactly. It's so creamy and decadent. It's
Mhm.
perfect.
Mhm. Very good. Okay, and
And then go to Mexico City. So a
Mhm.
lot of people think of Mexico as being super hot, but Mexico City is at a higher elevation. It gets a bit chilly there. So what they like to do is actually mix their famous cocoa. So we have cocoa powder, and powdered sugar, a little bit of cayenne, and some cinnamon for some extra kick. And you're going to put that in your glass, and then you're going to top that with a freshly brewed coffee or an espresso. And I'm telling you, this is a mocha that is just absolutely delicious and warming and so perfect for the fall. And
Mhm.
it will kind of feel like you're in Mexico because you have that little spicy kick in it too.
Right, that's that combination of having the spice with the chocolate. I've always wanted to try that, so that's a good one to try. How can people find these recipes? Can they find these recipes?
Yeah, they're super easy. You look
Mhm.
up any of these online, you
Mhm.
can find them. Another really great thing I wanted to point out for someone who really loves coffee is to
Mhm.
actually do a coffee tasting kit. So Colombia is actually sending these out.
Mhm.
They're known for having some of the best coffee, and this is from Cafe San Alberto. If you go on their Facebook or Instagram page, they send you this little kit. And it will take you from like when they start to grow the bean and you can smell everything. They'll go through the aromas with you and you can learn all you need to know about coffee. You're not going to be adding any milk or sugar or whipped cream to it, but you
Right.
get to know the details of it.
Okay, yeah, that's taking it more the simpler route. But again, these are all just great coffees to try, especially when we're going into the cooler temperatures. So thank you so much, Jennifer. We really appreciate it. Our
Thank
little
you.
virtual trip around the world this morning with coffee, and later on we're going to talk wine. So what a great morning. We'll be back with more Morning Live for after this.